So, before Jane Eyre became the heroine we admire, her childhood was honestly pretty bleak. I mean, imagine being locked in a haunted, blood-red room just for standing up to your bully of a cousin. That moment really sets the tone for everything Jane endures later.
That image of the red room always stuck with me. There's something so chilling about being punished for your spirit. But what gets me is how, despite all the cruelty, Jane never loses her sense of justice. Even when everyone else tries to crush it, she clings to her belief that she deserves kindness.
Exactly. And then Lowood School's supposed to be a refuge, but it's more like straight out of a Victorian horror story. The girls are starving, freezing, and Brocklehurst walks around pretending it's all for their own good. Yet Jane's friendship with Helen Burns is this little pocket of warmth in all the misery.
Helen's patience is almost angelic. The way she teaches Jane to forgive, to find strength and faith even when the world is so unfair, it's such a powerful influence. Losing her is heartbreaking, but it's like Helen leaves Jane with this quiet endurance she carries forever.
And then there's Miss Temple, who actually sees Jane's potential. She gives Jane a chance to grow, and that totally changes the trajectory of her life. It's like for every cruelty Jane faces, there's at least one person who reminds her she's worthy. That glimmer of hope is what sticks with me. Jumping ahead, Jane's arrival at Thornfield Hall always feels like the beginning of a whole new adventure. Suddenly, she's out in the world, on her own terms, and everything about Thornfield is just dripping with mystery.
Oh, absolutely. I always picture those shadowy hallways and that echoing laughter in the attic. But the real twist is how Jane and Rochester first meet. She literally helps him up after he falls from his horse. It's such an odd, almost clumsy start for a romance.
It's like fate throws them together in the least romantic way possible, which I kind of love. And Rochester is nothing like your classic dashing hero. He's gruff, kind of sarcastic, but he actually listens to Jane. Their banter is so sharp, so equal, it's almost unheard of for the time.
That's what makes it electric. Jane isn't dazzled by him, she challenges him. And underneath Rochester's moodiness, you sense he's drawn to her honesty because nobody else dares to be real with him. It's as if they're both craving connection, but neither is willing to play by the usual rules.
Plus, the whole house is teeming with secrets. Jane can't shake the feeling that something's off, but she's also finding her own place there. It's like she's on the edge of something thrilling and dangerous. Then, just when Jane thinks she's actually found happiness, everything unravels at lightning speed. That wedding scene, oh my gosh, it's like watching a dream turn into a nightmare, right in the middle of the vows.
It's wild how the reveal comes crashing in. Bertha, the secret wife in the attic. Jane's devastation is so raw. But what blows me away is that even as her heart breaks, she refuses to stay and compromise her beliefs. She loves Rochester, but she loves her own dignity just as fiercely.
That's the moment that always gets me, Jane walking away, into the unknown, penniless and alone. She could have stayed, but she chooses self-respect over comfort. It's such a bold, painful decision.
I know! It's so rare, especially in novels from that era, to see a woman character value herself enough to walk away from everything. Jane's strength in that moment makes her story so much more than just a romance.
After fleeing Thornfield, Jane's life honestly teeters on the edge. She's wandering the moors, starving, completely alone. But then the River's siblings take her in, and it's like she finally finds a family that actually cares for her.
What's amazing is that Jane inherits this fortune almost by accident, which suddenly gives her the independence she's always wanted. But when Street John proposes, it's so cold, like a business deal, not love. Jane's refusal is gentle but so firm. She just knows she can't marry without passion.
And then that eerie, almost magical moment she hears Rochester's voice calling her, even though he's miles away. That connection between them goes beyond logic. It's like fate is giving her a sign.
Yeah, I always get chills at that part. Jane doesn't just follow her heart blindly. She listens to her intuition, her sense of what's right for her. It's this mix of realism and a touch of the supernatural that makes the novel so haunting.
Coming back to Thornfield and finding it burned to the ground, what a gut punch. But what really moves me is seeing Rochester so changed, physically and emotionally. He's lost his pride, his power, and is almost afraid to hope.
That's what makes their reunion feel so real. Jane meets him as his equal, maybe for the first time. There's no fairy tale rescue here. It's about two people choosing each other, not out of desperation, but out of genuine respect and love. It's actually pretty radical for its time.
Exactly. Their marriage isn't about saving or being saved. It's about building something together on their own terms. Jane finally has what she always craved: love without losing herself.
And you can really feel how the struggles they've both faced make this ending so much more meaningful. It's not a perfect happily ever after, but it's honest, and that's what makes Jane's journey so powerful.
Thinking about it, Jane Eyre is way more than just another love story. It's this testament to fighting for your own worth, even when everyone tells you you don't matter.
Absolutely, and the way Brontë writes Jane as both ordinary and extraordinary still feels revolutionary. She's not a princess or a beauty. She's strong because of her choices, her values. Even now, I think a lot of us see ourselves in her longing for respect and independence.
And those Gothic touches, the eerie mansion, the mad woman in the attic, they make the novel unforgettable. But at its heart, it's Jane's unwavering sense of self that makes her story echo across centuries.
Honestly, every time I revisit Jane Eyre, I'm reminded that real strength is about knowing your own mind and holding on to your principles, no matter how tempting it is to give in. That's why Jane's voice still feels so alive.